Let's start with something most people completely underestimate. Your immune system is not random. It's not luck. It's not just genetics. It is a highly intelligent, responsive, adaptive system that is constantly listening to how you live. Right now, as you're sitting here, billions of immune cells are patrolling your body. They're identifying threats, eliminating damaged cells, remembering past invaders so they can respond faster next time. This isn't passive biology. This is strategic defense. The question is, are you supporting it or are you making its job harder? Most people treat getting sick as bad luck. It's flu season. Everyone's catching something. But your immune system doesn't operate on excuses. It operates on inputs. What you eat becomes the raw material your body uses to build antibodies, regulate inflammation, repair tissue, and power white blood cells. Without the right nutrients, vitamin C, zinc, antioxidants, healthy fats, your defense system becomes slower, weaker, and more reactive. Think about it this way. If you were running a high-performance company, would you underfund your security team? Would you give them low-quality tools and expect elite performance? Of course not. Yet that's exactly what happens when we live on processed food, sugar spikes, and nutrient-empty meals. We expect strength from a system we're starving. Here's the empowering truth. Your immune system responds quickly to change. When you begin feeding it real, nutrient-dense foods, citrus fruits, leafy greens, garlic, ginger, yogurt, nuts, you're not just eating healthy. You are sending a signal. You are telling your body, we're preparing, we're strengthening, we're not waiting for a crisis. And there's something deeper here. Taking responsibility for your immune health shifts your psychology. You stop feeling like a victim of germs and start acting like a guardian of your own biology. That mindset alone changes behavior. You become proactive instead of reactive. Your immune system is not your enemy, and it's not fragile. It is powerful beyond measure, but only if you give it what it needs to perform. So the real question isn't whether you'll get sick this season. The real question is, are you feeding your body like it matters? Now, once you understand that your immune system is intelligent and responsive, the next shift is this. Food is not just fuel. It is information. Every bite you take is a biological instruction. When you eat something, your body doesn't just count calories. It reads nutrients, it interprets compounds, it responds to chemical signals. That's why 2 meals with the same calorie count can create completely different outcomes inside your body. One can trigger inflammation, blood sugar spikes, and fatigue. The other can activate repair pathways, strengthen cellular defense, and enhance immune coordination. This is where we need to upgrade our thinking. Most people eat for taste, convenience, or emotion. And listen, that's human. But if you only eat to feel full, you're missing the deeper power of food. Certain foods act like natural protectors. Garlic contains compounds that support antimicrobial defense. Ginger and turmeric help regulate inflammation. Citrus fruits provide vitamin C that strengthens immune response. Yogurt supports gut health, and your gut is home to a massive percentage of your immune system. Almonds provide vitamin E, which acts as a cellular shield. This isn't folklore. This is biology. But here's the philosophical layer most people overlook. Choosing protective foods is an act of self-respect. It's a declaration that your long-term vitality matters more than short-term cravings. And that decision compounds. One meal doesn't transform your health, but repeated daily signals to your body, we protect, we nourish, we strengthen. That changes everything. You don't need perfection. You need intention. Add spinach to your eggs. Squeeze lemon into your water. Use turmeric in your cooking. Snack on nuts instead of processed sugar. These are small decisions that quietly build resilience beneath the surface. And here's the empowering truth. When you consistently eat foods that protect you, you stop living in fear of illness. You start living in alignment with strength. Your body feels supported instead of stressed. Your energy stabilizes. Your confidence rises because you know you're doing something proactive. Food is either increasing inflammation or reducing it. It's either strengthening your defense or weakening it. There is no neutral. So the next time you sit down to eat, don't just ask, "What do I feel like having?" Ask, "What is this teaching my body to become?" Now here's where most people lose momentum. They get inspired. They clean out the pantry. They buy the garlic, the spinach, the citrus, the yogurt. And then, a week later, life happens. Stress rises. Schedules get busy. Old habits quietly return. Not because they don't care, but because they misunderstand how change actually works. Immunity isn't built in dramatic bursts. It's built in repetition. Your body doesn't respond to intensity. It responds to consistency. One super healthy day won't transform your immune system, just like one workout doesn't build muscle. One salad doesn't build resilience. What creates strength is the quiet, daily vote you cast for your health. There's a psychological principle here that's powerful. Identity is shaped by repeated action. When you consistently choose nutrient-dense foods, you begin to see yourself differently. You're not someone who is trying to be healthy. You become someone who protects their health. That shift in identity is what sustains behavior long-term. And this is where discipline gets misunderstood. Discipline isn't punishment. It's alignment. It's choosing today in a way that supports the future version of you. Adding immune-supportive foods to your meals every single day isn't restrictive. It's strategic. It's stacking small wins that compound over time. Think about inflammation like a dimmer switch, not a light switch. It doesn't flip on overnight. It gradually increases with poor sleep, processed food, chronic stress, but the reverse is also true. With consistent nourishment, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, you slowly dial inflammation down. You strengthen your body's baseline. You create stability. And when your baseline is strong, you don't crash every time stress hits. You don't catch every virus that circulates. Your system recovers faster. That's resilience. And resilience is built in the mundane, not the dramatic. You don't need to overhaul your entire life tonight. You need to make the next meal slightly better. Then repeat that tomorrow and the next day. Momentum builds quietly. Strength accumulates invisibly before it becomes visible. This isn't about perfection. It's about pattern. So don't ask, "Will this work instantly?" Ask, "Can I commit to this daily?" Because your immune system isn't strengthened by what you do occasionally. It's strengthened by what you refuse to skip. And when you put all of this together, understanding your immune system, treating food as information, committing to consistency, you begin to see something bigger than just not getting sick. You start to see what a strong body actually gives you. Health is not just the absence of illness. It's capacity. When your immune system is functioning at a high level, your energy stabilizes. You think more clearly. You recover faster from stress. You show up more fully in your work, your relationships, your ambitions. You stop negotiating with fatigue. You stop planning your life around the fear of the next cold, the next crash, the next setback. And here's the philosophical truth. Your physical strength influences your psychological strength. When you feel strong in your body, you make bolder decisions. You take more initiative. You tolerate discomfort better. There's a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are taking care of yourself at a foundational level. Most people separate health from success. They treat it like a side project. I'll focus on my body after I build my career. I'll prioritize nutrition when life slows down. But life rarely slows down, and your body is the vehicle through which every goal is achieved. If that vehicle keeps breaking down, everything else becomes harder. When you fuel yourself with immunity-boosting foods consistently, you are investing in stability. You are building a body that supports your ambition instead of limiting it. That's powerful. Because once you stop getting sick every few weeks, once your energy stops fluctuating wildly, you gain time. You gain momentum. You gain reliability. And reliability builds trust with yourself There is something deeply empowering about knowing that your daily choices are strengthening you rather than weakening you. It changes how you carry yourself. It changes how you plan why. Our future. You move from reactive survival mode to proactive growth mode. This isn't about chasing perfection or obsessing over every bite. It's about recognizing that vitality is a competitive advantage in every area of life. A strong body creates a strong life. So don't just eat to avoid illness. Eat to expand your capacity. Because the stronger you are physically, the more powerful you become in every other dimension of your life.